Astronomers have finally discovered a planet that matches Earth in size, mass, and liquid water potential. It sits perfectly inside the habitable zone of its distant star. Yet any human who steps onto its surface will instantly perish in absolute agony. This world is a terrifying cosmic mirror. It looks like paradise from orbit, but it hides a lethal secret. Deep space contains many structural deceptions that challenge our understanding of biology. For decades, we believed that finding an Earth twin would save humanity from extinction. This specific world proves our assumptions about alien life are completely wrong. The physical conditions on the ground do not align with our planetary models. Something hidden within its system violates the rules of survival. Finding this planet was our greatest achievement. Understanding why it will kill you changes everything we know about the cosmos. This alien world orbits a star located exactly 1,400 light-years from our solar system. The planet has survived in this state for 6 billion years. That is 1.5 billion years longer than Earth has even existed. Imagine a world with oceans twice as vast as the Pacific. It holds mountains that dwarf Mount Everest by several miles. It receives almost the exact same amount of stellar energy as our home. Everything on the instruments points to a lush, thriving planetary ecosystem. Yet these massive dimensions mask a physical nightmare that defies imagination. The sheer scale of this world makes its hidden danger incredibly difficult to calculate. The primary barrier to human survival on this twin planet is its extreme surface gravity. Because the world is vastly denser than Earth, its gravitational pull is twice as strong. A human weighing 180 pounds would instantly weigh 360 pounds upon landing. Your skeletal structure would experience immense, crushing downward pressure with every step. The human heart is not evolved to pump blood under such brutal physical conditions. Blood would rapidly pool in your lower extremities, starving your brain of oxygen. Within minutes, you would experience severe dizziness, broken blood vessels, and rapid blackouts. Walking across this landscape would feel like moving through thick, hardening, wet cement. Your muscles would tear under your own expanded weight. This structural crushing force makes manual exploration completely impossible without heavy mechanized exoskeletons. The planet breaks your body before you can even explore its surface. The second physical barrier is a catastrophic atmospheric trap that mirrors our worst climate nightmares. Recent space mission data from advanced orbital telescopes confirms a runaway greenhouse effect. The atmosphere is packed with dense, toxic levels of carbon dioxide and sulfur. This thick blanket traps stellar heat with terrifying efficiency. Surface temperatures do not settle at a comfortable room temperature. Instead, they constantly hover at a blistering 460 degrees Celsius. This environment matches the melting point of lead. Space probes sent to similar atmospheres have been crushed and melted within 2 hours of touchdown. The atmospheric pressure at ground level is 90 times greater than Earth. Standing on the surface would feel like diving 3,000 feet beneath our ocean waters. The air itself becomes a superheated, heavy fluid that would instantly flatten a human chest cavity. The third reason for absolute impossibility involves the planet's beautiful, deep blue oceans. From orbit, these vast waters look exactly like the Atlantic. Most people assume liquid water guarantees a safe environment for human exploration. That assumption is a deadly mistake on this deceptive world. The water is actually a highly concentrated solution of sulfuric acid. This acidic composition stems from ancient, continuous volcanic outgassing across the seabed. If you touched the water, your skin would dissolve in seconds. The planet experiences regular weather cycles, but it does not rain refreshing water. It rains corrosive acid that strips the landscape bare. The beautiful blue hue is caused by toxic copper sulfate deposits dissolved in the sea. What looks like a cradle of life is a planetary chemical vat. The most familiar feature of this world is actually its most destructive element. To understand this environment, imagine standing inside a commercial blast furnace filled with toxic car battery acid. Earth is a perfectly balanced greenhouse where gases regulate life. This twin planet is a runaway engine where every system amplifies destruction. On Earth, our atmosphere acts as a gentle shield. On this world, the sky functions as a heavy piston, compressing the ground. Think about the deepest trench in the Pacific Ocean. Now imagine that freezing water replaced by superheated gas that glows faintly in the dark. That is the reality of this alien surface. It wears the geographic mask of Earth, but operates with the physics of hell. We look into space, hoping to find a comfortable reflection of our home. Instead, the universe has built a terrifying mockery of Earth, using the exact same raw materials. What no one is talking about is the planet's lack of a magnetic field. New data shows the planet's older star is undergoing a violent evolutionary phase. The star is emitting massive coronal mass ejections that strip away light elements. What no one is talking about is the planet's lack of a magnetic field. Without a spinning iron core, the planet has no shield against stellar winds. The upper atmosphere is constantly bombarded by high-energy cosmic radiation. This radiation splits water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen gases. The hydrogen escapes into space, while the oxygen binds with surface carbon. This mechanism actively prevents the formation of breathable air. The latest research indicates this world is actively dying in a stellar furnace. It is not an evolving Earth clone. It is a decomposing planetary corpse that looks pristine from afar. The true nature of this planet hides an even darker revelation that completely shatters our cosmic expectations. Before discovering this fact, astronomers believed the planet was simply a harsh, unyielding rock. The reality is far more disturbing. Deep space instruments have detected rhythmic, planet-wide acoustic vibrations coming from beneath the crust. This is the single most impactful discovery of the entire mission. The planet is not dead geologically. The entire crust is flexing by several meters every few hours. This movement is caused by the intense tidal forces of two nearby rogue moons. The ground beneath your feet would constantly shift, crack, and erupt with liquid magma. There are no solid continents on this world. The surface is a shifting mosaic of floating rock plates over a global magma ocean. The apparent stability of this Earth twin is a total illusion. This discovery carries profound consequences for the future survival of the human species. For generations, we believed the universe was filled with backup homes for humanity. We assumed that matching Earth's size meant finding safety. This illusion has now been completely destroyed by modern astrophysics. The existence of this deadly twin proves that habitability is an incredibly rare cosmic accident. A planet can meet every mathematical criteria for life and still remain a toxic wasteland. This reality forces us to reevaluate our long-term space colonization plans. We cannot simply look for blue spheres in the dark and expect survival. If Earth-like planets are regularly this hostile, humanity might truly be isolated in the cosmos. The sanctuary we enjoy on Earth is a miraculous exception, not a cosmic standard. We have built telescopes capable of seeing across billions of light years, yet we cannot survive on our closest cosmic neighbor. This is the ultimate paradox of modern space exploration. We spend billions of dollars searching for a twin world to validate our existence.
Then, we discovered that the universe creates twins only to destroy them with flawless physical precision. It is a humbling reminder of our technological limitations. We can catalog the weight, light, and atmosphere of a distant world from our labs, but we remain completely helpless against its gravity and heat. This cosmic irony should change how we view our current planet. The universe does not owe us a second home. Our elaborate dreams of interstellar migration must face the brutal reality of planetary physics. The cosmos inspires wonder, but it demands
absolute humility. This leaves us confronting the largest, most unsettling question generated by the deep cosmos. If worlds identical to Earth are fundamentally hostile to our biological design, where do we actually belong? Perhaps the conditions that allowed human life to flourish are a unique anomaly in space-time. We must wonder if we are searching for an echo that does not exist anywhere else. The universe is ancient, vast, and completely indifferent to our need for a survival sanctuary. Are we destined to remain confined to this single blue oasis until our time runs out? Or is there a hidden law of physics we have missed that makes other worlds truly safe? This existential silence from the stars drives our continuous search through the dark. The answer remains completely hidden beyond our current reach, waiting in the deep vacuum of space. Our search for an identical Earth reveals that the universe values uniqueness far more than replication. The thin line between a cradle of life and an absolute wasteland depends on delicate physical balances. If this made you think, the video we made on the terrifying reality of rogue planets will take everything you just heard and scale it by a factor that will stop you cold. We explore these cosmic mysteries every week to understand our true place among the stars. If you want to join us on this journey through the dark, consider subscribing to the channel. Together, we will continue to look into the deep unknown and decode the silent secrets of our universe. Thank you for watching, and keep looking up at the night sky.